Greetings, I am Liz.
And I am Scandal.
And let's play a game together.
Yes.
Alright, so we are in Lily's garden, and we were admiring, again, this ridiculous layer cake experience of repaired all the way on the bottom, but not at all on the top.
Yes.
And still being irritated at Holly. So
It's
who wants to be
burnt
irritated?
Alright, who's a burnt top?
Oh my god. I think that's a weather-worn top.
Oh! That is an aged top.
It's distressed. Artistically distressed
Distressed.
top. Alright, today's gender of the day is artistically distressed top.
Alright, let's clean our area up.
Clean the area now.
I'm gonna make you guys yawn today. I'm fine.
Alright, also just a note for anyone listening. There are a lot of fires going on nearby. It is burning season. And by that I mean we've got
currently in the state that we're in.
Yeah, there's wildfires happening, and so there's a lot of smoke. So if we have sniffles, we apologize.
Yeah,
That's what it is.
I'm sorry. I'm like my nose. is
We're
killing
doing
me.
our best though. So if we want to do any work here, we're gonna need to clean up first. We are going down in that area, aren't we?
Well, you know what carpenters love more than anything? Picking up branches and stuff.
Right. Of course. So grumpy today, like me.
Was that grumpy?
Who is also grumpy today. I am definitely grumpy today. I think we're still trying to be overly affectionate.
It's fine. Just feisty. Let's get to it.
Yeah.
I mean,
oh, look at her yell. Did you see her just yell at those
No.
weeds? Okay, hold on a second. I want to see if her animation
well,
cycles. Because she just pointed and yelled at the garden, and that was amazing.
Come on, reset.
Come on, Regina, do your animation again.
No.
Okay,
We might be here too long.
We might have to go back and see it.
I'll go watch it. It's fine.
But
It'll be
it was really good anyway. All right, down we go. We are opening up another area. I feel like they're in a hurry now. Some feisty cleanup work later.
I'm also like, no, she can be grumpy. Like, why does it always, again, that weird thing of being like, oh, she's
Dog!
very feisty? I'm like, it's because she's black.
And it may not be. There's that thing of going, people can be feisty regardless of their, ethnic descent and their skin color. But if it falls into a tropey stereotype, sometimes it's hard to tell, is this a character or a tropey stereotype? Since most of these characters don't seem to be well fleshed out characters, it feels more stereotype.
Yes. But woof! I am Doug!
Hi, Roxy! Oh, hey! What's up, pup?
That means Luke's. Yep.
It does. He came back.
Aren't you gonna say hi to me too?
No, just your dog. I mean,
I would
Roxy.
say hi to a bitch first.
Oh my god. Oh, look! Regina's petting dog.
Aww.
This is a very important moment. Someone is petting dog. I will point it out.
That's so good. She's also like completely like missing the head, and I love that she's like petting the air next to the dog's head.
She's petting the bottom of her ear on that side, and she's not even petting her.
Oh,
she's
how's that
trying.
not? It's next to her head.
So the dog
and it's clipping into her head.
It's supposed to be rotated this way if she's petting her back, but yeah, she's trying. She's trying her best.
I'm trying real hard.
Huh. I see you all the time.
Except we literally just complained last time that we barely see each other.
I know, we're finally getting to spend some time together. It's really enjoying this alone time. She interrupted my day with Luke. That was for me.
About me and myself and my day out.
Even though it included
like
a whole another person.
She's on baby's day out.
Also, I'm again, like, if you're still building this relationship, and you're concerned about whether or not he likes you or how interested he is, I wouldn't use the real casual, friendly sarcasm of, I see you all the time. Because that, to me, is the kind of thing you use with people you're very close to sort of be like, of course it's preposterous. Right? But in this case, we don't have an establishment of course it's preposterous, because they're not close enough for it to be ridiculous. And it certainly hasn't been established with him that she likes him that much.
It could literally be just social awkwardness. She, again, is trying to basically extend herself because her mom's around.
Okay,
and that's been causing a problem. Also, she's really trying to, as we've established before, she doesn't really know how to talk to people anyway, because she is an abused woman, as far as we can tell from the narrative.
Yep.
That she's basically going really hard or really far, like she always does, and then always has to end up basically retracting because she oversteps her boundaries a lot.
And she doesn't know where that happy medium is. She's either too reserved or goes over the top.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
I can see that.
I get it. But I wanted to tell you something great.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
This dude stopped by to check out my art sale, and he actually bought one.
That's so good.
Wow, it's
Are we
been
gonna
weeks.
engage with your art now? That would be great.
Sorry, that was mean. But I'm just like, the thing I get frustrated with Luke and his art is, one, it was like, you haven't even been sitting there at your table or really like talking to people as far as I can tell, but we didn't really have that involvement. Lily has no involvement. Maybe Luke has been, but Lily's just not been involved. But that's also like, she's completely abandoned her honey table.
Yep.
It's just like, here's a cute plot thing. Ta-da! It spent stars. Now we're gonna move on. Like, I am annoyed about details being dropped like that.
Yeah, the honey table just sitting there and never being addressed ever again, and her checking the money box once is kind of a weird-ass thing. Additionally, she's never tried to maintenance it, tried to pitch it, change the sign. She never followed up with her idea of avocado toast or anything. And again, this could be an indicator that she's super disorganized. She can't focus on anything except for what's right in front of her.
Right.
Which is why she also hasn't been able to make a long-term project plan for the garden itself. Even without the land record, she could certainly walk around and look at things, kind of thing, and she's never done that.
Right.
And now that she has the land record, but she's never been able to, even with the area she knew was there from childhood, make a bigger plan because she's just overwhelmed, disorganized.
Right.
And so you could say drop plot point, but you could also say this is a piece of character development indicating how stressed she is.
Right.
She has forgotten the honey table even exists. She'll
Maybe.
have to walk up to her own driveway with no one there to interrupt her and check her mail, which we haven't done in a long ass time. And go, holy shit, I forgot about the honey table. Which, I don't know about you, but I've had projects occasionally where it's that sort of like step-by-step, like interacting with your space. Like you start to clean up one area and you realize something from somewhere else is there. So you move that to where it goes and you realize something from somewhere else is there. So you move that to where it goes. You realize there's a small project you need to do there.
Right.
So you go get the tools to do that, but you realize there's something that needs done over there. And eventually you're through 9 projects and you've gotten some things done, but a couple things aren't completed. And then finally, 4 days later, you come back to the original thing you started, which was a creative or thing to, improve your environment rather than a standard job. And you go, shit, I forgot about that altogether.
It's very cyclical sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes. All right.
He took a bunch of photos of the other pieces too.
Who was
That was the wrong
he?
accent.
That's fine. Just some guy?
He said he was just on his way to visit a friend. But hey, lots of rich people in these mountains. A few celebs even. Which is actually true in California. There are lots of celebrities who live in different areas. Though I will have to say, I actually had a school friend who talked about Arnold Schwarzenegger showing up in, I believe, Idaho.
Okay.
And it was funny because he came to go skiing.
Okay.
And it was really funny. They just had this thing of, Arnold Schwarzenegger just wasn't being very nice, and the person actually yelled at him, being like,
no.
Mr. Schwarzenegger, please let me.
He's like, I'm just trying to have a vacation. It's very bad because I'm famous.
And you're
And
like,
people,
oh my God.
sometimes it is really, really hard, as far as I understand it, to be the really polite famous person if you're trying to take a day off. And everybody who's never seen you in person before just goes, oh my God. And you're just like, I'm just tired. It's not you personally. I'm just out of energy
I feel
for
like
this thing.
that's a thing, though, that happens to retail workers all the time. They have to spend all their time around people, being nice to people, being available for people, serving people. Though that is definitely different than, I guess, celebrities, because you don't have to sit there constantly talking necessarily to people or being constantly entertaining. But you do have to be friendly.
Oh, what I was going to say is that's when they're on the job.
Right.
Everyone doesn't do that to them once they're off the job. They don't get approached when they're shopping by themselves, not in their own work, and going, can you help me find this thing?
Oh, honey. You have not been out enough then to be. So I've been in situations where I have been at other jobs where I'm off the clock, clearly, and I'm just on downtime.
No, what I mean
I had
is
people
not...
approach me and go, hey, by the way, this thing, and I'm like, I don't work.
Okay, but yeah, right, okay.
I'm just like,
but they
my
do that
dad,
to people.
I've told you the story
but they
about
do that to people who don't even work in retail. That's just a thing that happens.
I know, but
it's not you specifically.
No.
Them going, oh my God, you are the retail worker. Help me with this thing.
No, and I get that, but I'm like, there is some element though of still like I don't know how many of you
exacerbating.
Or exasperating. Exacerbating is so different.
Getting those two pronunciation mixed up. I know which one I want and which one I need, and I keep doing it just in the last 2 weeks. All right.
Though honestly, I still like the story of my dad telling me, going, this one time I was at a Walmart and I had this person come up to me and ask me, going, hi, so this thing about this stuff in the fund, and he's like, I have no idea, because if you guys don't know, my dad's a doctor, so we found it really awkward, but then, I was kind of giggling, going, my dad, you just look really soft and friendly,
You look like you would help anyone.
Yeah,
honestly,
he does.
Do.
He really does.
All right. That's awesome. I'm so happy for you. Ask questions, ask which piece he sold, ask what his plan is. We're not engaging.
Wait, our tale? Was that the stuff by the side of the road? I thought it was just trash day.
Since when did you follow us, Holly? And also,
Holly's been here the whole time.
no, I thought
She's
she
just
stayed over there.
overhearing us.
That's what I mean. I thought she was over in her chair still.
No. We did end where she was down here, as far as I remember.
No, because we were standing on top of the castle in the last episode. Because we talked about it.
Shit.
So she wasn't. She would have had to follow Regina and ourselves over here.
What
and
order were
didn't
they
show it.
expecting us to do this in? Okay, I'm fine.
Or she's just assumed to follow you everywhere. But also, I'm still having an earshot problem in this game. So I want to know how far away people can actually hear each other. Because for sometimes it seems like they're standing just like two-person lengths away.
Right, and they
cannot hear anything and aren't involved with the conversation. In this case, she's in what is, all the way up the stairs and on a different patio surface.
Right.
And she's like, I heard that conversation clear as day. And I'm like, huh? How far can people hear in this game?
Need to know. And also, not everybody actually has the same level of hearing ability, by the way, so,
And or cares to actively listen as well.
And sometimes some people are really good at basically self-isolating, so they never hear anything at all.
I'm still irritated that the lanterns was one lantern.
I know, that was really trashy.
I was...
That was very misleading, basically. Like, that was garbage. Like,
I was like,
like
he's
that...
trashy?
No!
Did you just call her mom trashy?
Oh. Honestly, I suppose, to my demographic and the way that I was raised, if I really had to think about it, she would be basically considered to be some level of white trash. Like, the glamorous white trash.
Glamour trash?
Glam trash.
What are you? I prefer to think of myself as glam trash.
But then again, like, a lot of the people that I was around, which consists of also conservative Mormons, and also, I suppose, lower middle class, or maybe middle class when I was growing up, the idea of somebody dressing that extravagantly was basically seen to be a little bit obscene. More or less. Little much.
Okay.
Like, they're clearly asking for attention, which is also a thing that I really try not to do, because sometimes, like I mentioned in previous episodes, there are really some people who just really like dressing up, and that's totally awesome.
And it's about them.
Yeah, and it really is. And that's the one thing, too, of being like that I feel like culturally, for me, of really trying to get out of that loop of going, oh, yes, you were clearly asking for attention because you were dressed in this particular manner. And you really be surprised, honestly, how prevalent that language really is, whether or not it's direct or basically subtle, or basically sort of an implied, experience.
Behave.
Aye.
Aye.
Anyway, that means my work for the day is done, if you want an extra hand.
Your work for the day is sit there until one thing sells, and so you've been sitting there forever because nothing has sold for each day, or you're sunning yourself like 8 hours a day of sitting there until something sells? Whoa. Luke, are you okay?
But we don't have any involvement in his life. So again, I'm like,
we have no idea what my work for the day is done means. And again, she's not asking about his process or isn't interested in what he's doing. Like, she's never gone, hey, how's your art sale going? Hey, have you moved anymore? Have you made anything new? You know what? My friends who are interested in my art will often ask, hey, have you created anything recently? Have you drawn some? Do you have any new paintings? And not in a pressure kind of way, just, I'm interested in seeing if you've done anything.
Right.
Like, there's a difference between, so have you painted anything recently? Where's your new stuff? Then, oh my gosh, do you have any new art? I want to show you.
Did you do anything recently?
I want to see it. I'm excited.
I have totally actually asked one of my friends that pretty regularly, and that is a thing. But it's also like one of those, like, it's not a bad thing, but sometimes I'm just like, it's definitely like a caretaking behavior of really trying to get them to engage in something they love and reminding them sometimes of a thing that normally brings them joy.
See, and for me, it was completely selfish. When I was not roommates with my good friend Scandal here, and we actually had to go out of our way to see each other,
that.
I really would just be like, have you drawn anything? Almost every time I saw them, be like, do you have anything new in your sketchbook? My friend would be like, why do you want to see? But sure. And I was always so excited about it. And they just had a really hard time accessing it because I really liked their drawings. Anyway, done for the day. Extra
done
hand.
for the day.
Always. I need so many extra hands.
So many hands!
Where is Regina? Regina just vanished into the ground.
Regina?
The grass ate her and dog. Schlorp.
What?
Oh! Okay, no, they went over
They
here.
moved. Okay,
Whoa,
thank God.
I was like, where did they go? This is actually a really large area, just saying. Actually clean area. Oh my God. Well, we didn't know where the water spring was. Let's freaking find out where the heck the water spring even is. You appeared as a water spring before the area even populated.
No kidding.
Hey, a fountain. But is it a natural spring they built a fountain around, or are we just using different language?
I don't know.
It's all cracked. How the heck did that happen? You have not asked about every other ruined piece of masonry and brickwork in this entire place. Why do you care about this one?
Oh, you see, this one's very particular.
This
For some
one,
reason.
there's going to be a photograph in it, and there will be a story as to how it cracked, even though nothing else had one.
Honestly, I have been very disappointed that the photographs have mostly petered off.
They have. There should have been one inside of the little castle.
Uh-huh.
They really should
Like,
have.
I am getting really confused going, okay.
All right. And you...
Poor pacing!
Yeah, I was going to say, you have set up a poorly paced scavenger hunt.
You have poorly paced from beyond the grave.
Yes.
Oh, God.
In your Beyond the Graving... So, yes. You know what was really weird?
Ah.
That they had an offer, a sale recently, that had a 3D character of her aunt in it. And I went... Is she gonna come back from the dead?
Actually, I was like, who the crap is that? Because they were being like, is that her mom's mom? Wait, what?
And I was like,
no, that's Aunt Mary. And I was like, ah!
How the heck did that happen?
Earthquake in the 80s.
This has been broken since the 80s and no one's done anything about it. So we are saying that she really has been letting her garden get overgrown and ravaged by the,
80s,
effects of time for
90s,
years and
2010s.
years and years. For 30 years, she's been letting this garden go to waste?
Well, for approximately 20 to 30 years, yes.
So that's why it's so overgrown? Why do we need to restore it to its fucking former glory if what's-his-name's never even seen it that way? I mean, he probably has because more than 30 years ago, Mr. Jones. But at the same time why did we didn't remember these areas because these areas were already destroyed by the time we got there?
I don't understand the timeline on this at all. But that's okay. Clearly I don't need to, but the game keeps bringing it up and it keeps freaking confusing me every single time, so I don't want to know.
I was like, I would love a timeline assembled in this game for when these areas fell into disrepair.
Right.
And I'd be very interested in finding out, like, what happened to the pizza oven, how the statues in, the sculpture garden all got fallen over, how the bridge got destroyed and the boat and stuff on the, the island area kind of thing. Like, I would be very interested in what pace these things happened at. Oh, hey, Mom. Now we're completely alone together with neither of my emotional support here for me. I figured you'd be chilling out over there, away from me, not here.
Bye.
And wait, an earthquake? Really?
Yeah, in California? Shockingly. Yeah, everything was mostly okay, but I guess this was badly made or something.
You are such a judgy person. Holy crap, and I'm still bothered that your lip attaches to your nose.
Yeah.
Like,
it's a little wild.
It's really weird compared to the way they've designed the other characters. I don't know what they're going for. It didn't crack all the way open, though. Still got stuff in there. Stuff?
What are you talking about?
Stuff?
I can't see what... I'm sad. Okay.
Also, even if it cracked all the way open, plants that are growing and attached to themselves could still be in there. Are we talking about water? Did we just call water stuff?
So I'm like, what is this descriptor?
We've still got
Stuff in there!
I...
Oh, right. It was kind of my wishing well. What's in there now?
Okay,
Oh,
my dear,
no.
even if it cracked all the way down, unless it shattered open and slanted its flat surface, all of your coins or whatever aren't going to fall out. Like, imagine you have a floor, and the walls of your house crack apart and crumble. The stuff isn't going to fall off of your floor unless it stops becoming a level surface, so there'd still be stuff in there. So that felt, I don't know, I'm fine. It's fine. What's in there now? Do you have eyes, Mom? You could look. I'm just like, honey, what's in there now? I'll stand over here and hold court. Mom, how are your eyes? Huh? What? Can you see? Of course I can see.
I don't need to. People look for me. I pay them.
Peasants do my looking for me. All
yes.
right. Who has peasants who do your looking for you? Like, I pay people to see things for me.
Oh, no.
Want to clean it with me and find out? Get your nails dirty?
Uh-huh.
Huh.
Sure, I guess. What? I would never believe that of this character. I thought that would be like a joke, honestly.
I mean, Lily was trying to joke, and then she was surprised that her mom took her up on it. However, her mom might be feeling either jealous or left out since she now has two people here. And also going I can recognize when my daughter challenges me, or it could be I might have something valuable in there about me that I now want before you get to it.
Yeah, that's true.
So there's a few ways I
would
can
be
see that
suspicious.
working, but yes, Lily is surprised by it, and appropriately so.
Yeah.
So I think they're going for something here. I hope there's a payoff for that.
I do too, but we'll see.
A little later,
I
where
can't
both
do this.
Luke and Regina did not exist, and Dog vanished into the oblivion. So many coins in there still that none of you get to see, but we get to see. It did crack all the way.
Yeah.
See, it's down all the way to the base. Like, when you say, oh, it didn't crack all the way, it did, actually, in fact, crack
Yeah, it's
all the
done.
way, according to the illustration. Well, the coins aren't going to leave on their own. Still? Do you think people come by and take them sometimes? Oh, this one isn't money. That's mine, Screech. Bay County Fair.
1982.
Oh, no, my brother actually had a World's Fair coin at one point.
Oh,
Like,
really?
the thing was as big almost as a coaster.
Yeah, they're huge.
And it was like almost like half an inch thick.
Uh-huh.
Like a big solid chunk of steel or whatever. It was heavy thing.
Mhm.
And it had an entire year calendar stamped on the back, all 12 months, and on the front it said the year of the World's Fair. Like,
Huh.
it was amazing. It was a super freaking cool coin.
Yeah, as far as I know, those coins are really neat, actually.
Bay County Fair, 1982. This yours? Mom?
This is not a coin. Actually, that is totally a coin. By the way, a coin is just a descriptor of a tiny
This
metal
one's
disc.
not money.
Yes.
This one's not money. Did she say it's not a coin or it's not money?
She said this isn't a coin.
Oh, yeah.
She
did,
really
right,
did.
because that's why I thought locket or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, and my brain's going, no, I'll believe you. It's like, no, that is still a coin. A coin is just a shape. It's not inherently currency.
Yeah.
You can have a coin necklace. You can have a coin medallion. You can have a coin like, I don't even know, just different things. Talisman. And they're not money. Money is a function of some coins. A coin is a shape and it is an object.
Yeah.
All right. This yours, Mom?
Oh, yeah. Threw that one in and made a wish for all the good it did me. Huh.
Are you judging the coin's wish potential now? Well, here. Hold on to it while we fix this thing. The two of
How?
you are gonna do masonry and
Whoa!
stonework and carving
I'm also
together.
gonna do this without money.
Also, why aren't Regina and Luke both disappeared? Regina knows she's here to be your emotional support against your mother. That's sort of what you called her for, and even in your limited way described. And then it was made very clear that your mom was a whole pain in the ass, and Regina was like, wow, I'm not having any of this.
A whole ass pain.
A whole ass pain. A whole entire pain in the ass. Not even a half pain in the ass.
Only partial pain in the ass.
Partial.
I like minuscule pain in the ass.
I like small pains in the ass. I'd say. And then I feel like she should be here. It's really weird that she's not.
Uh-huh.
And I want to know where Luke. Okay, so Luke's down here for reasons.
Something?
Doing something. Where's Regina?
Probably back in the place where she... Oh.
Yep, she's over here.
Why?
Why did they both leave you?
Where'd the dog go?
And Dog is gone.
Dog is dead.
Okay, so story-wise, what are each of them socially doing right now? Did they just leave you politely to be with your mom? Is Regina trying to lead you over here, basically, of going, if I walk back over here, I hope you'll come, but I'm not going to communicate with you? And him going, let me just go check things out, but I won't say anything?
Right.
So I'm curious about what their positioning is supposed to mean in the story narrative in reference to Lily now being left alone with her mom. Like, I could see Luke going, I don't want to deal with that trash fire again. Whoa. Dumpster fire, even.
Right.
I say, but like with Regina, again, you asked her to be here to help be a guard against your mom. So why did she leave?
Right.
All right, well, in the meantime...
Yes! Thank you very much, guys, then, for joining us. In the next one, I guess we will do more with fixing the fountain. We'll see. Other than that, though, if you want to support us, please feel free to go check out our Ko-Fi or Patreon. We got some links in the description down below. Please feel free to also like, comment, and subscribe, and share our videos if you're having a good time with us. Other than that, I have been Scandal.
And I have been Lies.
And
it was great playing with you. Bye!